Alright, in this tutorial we're going to draw this object. This is an object that we're going to use to learn some things about dimensions, but first we have to draw the object before you can start putting any sort of dimensions or measurements on anything. So we're going to draw that up over here to the left, so you can follow along with me and draw this as I do. I'm just going to start drawing some circles, and all the sizes and everything should be over here. Alright, so C for circle, enter. And I'm just going to click somewhere out here, pick my start point, diameter of 1.1, enter. That little symbol, that's the diameter symbol. So I'm going to hit enter to restart the circle command. And click on the center of that circle. Make sure your snaps are turned on. I've got midpoint turned on, and midpoint and endpoint and quadrant. So make sure those are turned on. Alright, I'm going to draw another circle, this larger one. Looks like the diameter is 2.1, so D for diameter, enter, and then 2.1, enter. Alright, I'm going to draw a line, L, enter, from the center point straight out to the right, 1.75, enter, and enter again, and then circle command, C, enter, from that endpoint, diameter of 0.4, then enter to restart the circle command. And then, so I'm radius again, I'm going to change it back to diameter, D, enter, 0.8, enter. So there's one more circle, it's this largest one. It's got a radius of 0.6. So I'm going to leave it on radius, 0.6, there we go. Then I need this line from that circle to that circle. So it's a line from tangent to tangent, so L, enter, T-A-N, enter. I'm going to click somewhere in this area, and it finds the tangent of the circle, T-A-N, enter, and it forces it to snap to the tangent of this circle. I click and enter, and it finds the exact edge of the circle that that line touches. Alright, I'm going to mirror that, MI, enter, and once I've selected it, enter, and then first point on my mirror line is this point right here in the center of the circle, straight out to the right, click and enter. Alright, I'm going to get rid of a couple of lines. I'm going to trim some of this, TR, enter. I'm going to select all of this, enter, and get rid of that, enter. Then I can mirror this to the other side, MI, enter, and select it, and then hit enter, and then the center of this circle is my mirror point, straight up, click, and enter. So there's that top part. So that's the top view of this object. This is not two objects, this is the same object. This is just the top view and the front side view. So we're going to draw this, and we can start by projecting lines down that line up with this other view. So I'm going to draw line, L, enter, from this edge. And I'm just going to come down a little ways and click. It's got to be aimed straight down, and then enter. And I think I'm just going to copy some lines, CO, enter, choose that line I just made, enter, and my base point is the end point of this line. And then I'm just going to click here on anything that I may need for my bottom view. Alright. And then I'm going to draw another line, L, enter. I'm going to come just right up here so that this will cross my other lines, and click, and I'm going to draw one more line from that midpoint or quadrant straight down to where it hits that line. So that is the overall size of my object from there to there. So this object is 0.4. No, it's not. It's 0.5. That dimension was a little off there. So it's 0.5 from the bottom up. So O for offset, 0.5, enter. I'll click this line and enter. And I'm going to offset one more line. And this time it's going to be 1.6, enter. Choose my bottom line, and I'm going to choose which side to offset it, and I'll click up here and enter. Now I'm going to trim some things, TR, enter. I'm going to come down here to the bottom right, click and let go, and it starts my selection tool. I'm going to cross over all of that and click, and it's all selected, so enter, and then I'm going to trim away some of what I don't need. And you can use that same selection tool to trim away more things at a time. If you get rid of something you shouldn't, you can hold Control and hit the Z button, the Z key, and it will undo what you just did. Okay, and enter. I'm just going to select these and delete them. I don't need them anymore. Alright, so I'm going to draw this right here. This spot face is what it's called. It just comes down not very far into the metal, just enough to get the bolt head level, so there's no real dimension given for that. But I'm going to go ahead and get that in here. So first thing I'm going to do is copy, CO, enter the line from there straight down. I'm zooming in so I can get really close. I'm going to come down, I'm going to say 0.05. That looks about right. And then I'm going to trim, TR, enter. Alright. Actually, I'm going to delete that and drag that over there. That line will need to stay there. Alright. And so I've got that. I'm going to draw this. The hidden lines there just show that there's something going on inside of this part, and you can see it up here. This smaller circle that has a diameter of 1.1, and it's got this little symbol here. It just means that it's going to, the top surface of this, it drops down 1 inch at that diameter, and you can see it here. That's 1 inch down. So I can offset O, enter, 1 inch, enter, from the top down, and click and enter. Now I can trim this up, TR, enter. Okay. I'm also going to trim some of these lines. And I'm going to draw this little angle here. This just shows that this plate runs into this round pipe at a certain point and then kind of fades into the part. Normally maybe weld that. So I'm just going to show that where it terminates. So I'm going to draw a line, L, enter. It's going to be the end point of this line. There it is. Straight down. And I'm going to mirror that, MI, enter. Click there, enter, and midpoint of this line is my mirror point, straight up, and enter. Line, L, enter, I'm just going to draw this at 0.125 at 30 degrees, enter, and enter. And then mirror MI, enter, click that, enter, midpoint, drag it straight down, and click and enter. I'm going to delete these two lines and trim TR, enter. Choose these lines, enter, and click there, enter. Alright. So really quickly I'm going to change the line types so you can see these hidden lines in here. So what you'll have to do is you can type in line type, L-I-N-E-T, line type, enter. And I have a center line, a hidden line, a phantom line. You won't see any of that on yours. You can click load and come down to hidden and select that. And you'll click OK. I've already done that, so I'm just going to exit. And then it shows up here and you can click OK. So now what you can do is select all those lines that need to be a dashed or hidden line. Once it's selected, come up here to line type and click that and come down to hidden. And then you can hit the escape key to deselect. Now it may not show up exactly like that. If it doesn't, you can type in LTS for line type scale. LTS, enter. And mine is set to 0.3. Yours probably looks like this. It's set to 1. It may look like that. We want to change that. LTS, enter. 0.3, enter. Alright, I'm going to mirror something. MI, enter, selected this, enter, and choose this as my mirror line and drag it down, click, and enter. I'll save what I have. Alright, so it looks like one of the last things I need to do is put these little round curves on the corners here. And the rounds and fillets are a radius of 0.1. That's what this general note tells me here. So all of those rounds and fillets are 0.1. So this is a round, this right here is a fillet. Alright, so I'm going to use the fillet command actually. F, enter, R, enter, 0.1, enter. So that sets the radius of this to 0.1, so I can click on two legs of a corner and it will round it. So I can do that on the other side. I hit enter and it's already set up, so I can just click and click and then enter and click and click, enter, click and click. And I'm going to redraw my lines. I can actually just stretch it. I'm going to click this line, grab the grip point and pull it back out there, escape, grab that grip point, drag it back out there and hit escape. And that's pretty much it.